Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. I'm away at the moment, so the content is going to be a little bit different, but I will be back soon. I do promise. I promise. I promise. Okay, so we have a Doctor Who article for you today. This is from Screen Rant. All right, so there is a Doctor Who theory going around on Screen Rant. The Doctor is the Pantheon's god of life. No, please, no. I've not read this article, by the way. So the thing that I hate about articles like this, okay, and I don't really like saying it because at the end of the day it's just people having fun. But when something like this is put so far in advance of any potential new series that is coming out, people could go, "Oh, yeah," the writers could like see it. They lurk, and they're like, "Oh, yeah." So me putting this article out there to you is probably not actually helping the situation. Bigger for me, but I thought we should have react to it anyway. So there is a theory that the Doctor is the Pantheon's god of life. And I say that sounds completely far-fetched, but let's read what the article has to say, and then we'll make a decision from there. A thrilling new Doctor Who theory suggests the Doctor's true identity has been revealed at last as the God of Life. Who is the Doctor? That's the question of the ages, asked time and time again throughout Doctor Who's 61 tenure. Is it? I've got people on this who are on this channel who've watched it from the very early days, and can I ask you, have you ever thought that? Sometimes it's been a joke, and on other occasions it's been dealt with as a serious question. The Doctor's real name even became a key question during the Matt Smith era, a question that was never answered. Thank goodness that it was never answered, because I think I just would have bashed my head against that wall over there. The Doctor's origin is now murkier than ever. With the Timeless Children retcon revealed, the Doctor is not actually a Time Lord at all. Rather, the Doctor is a being from the outside this universe whose genetic code was effectively stolen by the Gallifreyans to grant them themselves the power of regeneration. But a new theory suggests the truth was secretly revealed at the end of Doctor Who Season 14, Empire of Death. Okay, so this is probably what it's going to be. Now, the Timeless Child, absolute rubbish, absolute nonsense. That didn't happen. No, 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 not in my head canon. The 15th Doctor hints he is the god of life in season 14's finale. Really? Really? Okay. Doctor Who season 14 brought back a villain from the classic series, Sutekh, yes, and they pooed all over him. The classic series had portrayed Sutekh as an alien being of phenomenal power, but now he has been retconned as an extragalactic entity who is literally the god of death itself. But that's because that's what Sutekh is. Even though he was presented as an alien, he was also the god of death. This approach fits well with Russell T Davies' new approach, which seems to have embraced the supernatural in a way that's unusual for the world's longest running TV show. No, it's not, because they also did that with Sylvester McCoy, so it's nothing new there. Empire of Death saw the Doctor effectively position himself as the god of life, the antithesis to Sutekh's god of death. We bring life to the whole flipping universe. Ncuti Gat was 15th Doctor, celebrated as he dragged Sutekh through this time-space vortex, bringing death to death. If you're death, then I must represent life. The Doctor told Sutekh as he recognized he had no choice but to go beyond his nature and destroy the god of death. Could the Doctor have been telling the truth? Well, the Doctor didn't even know about his timeless children thing, so why would he know about being the god of life? Or you're going to retcon the fact that he didn't know? Doctor Who's Timeless Child already revealed the Doctor came from beyond the universe. No, it didn't. No, it didn't, because in my head canon, that didn't happen. But anyway, let's carry on. Gods like Sutekh and the Maestro originate from another universe. It's no small feat to cross the barriers between universes, as proved in Doctor Who Season 13, when the Doctor's adoptive mother, Tecteun, revealed just how much power it required to do so. I'm laughing, sorry. Even gods like Sutekh were only able to do it because the events of Wild Blue Yonder, when the Doctor unwittingly invoked superstition on every edge of creation where the boundaries of reality were thin. According to the Timeless Child retcon, the Doctor too originates from beyond this universe. Jodie Whittaker discovered that Tetuen had found her 1 billion years ago at the foot of a mysterious structure and a tear that had been torn open between the universes. It's entirely possible the Doctor is from the same universe as Sutekh, and that he wasn't exaggerating when he claimed to represent life. But why, though? Why? Jodie's Doctor couldn't even remember. So why would the Doctor even remember this? This could well be his nature. The Doctor could actually be the god of life. No, he isn't. Don't give them ideas like this. You're just writing it for them. You're making it easy for them. Come on. I mean, it's bad enough we suffer with the sonic screwdriver, and the psychic paper, which offers no creativity whatsoever to this version of New Who. The Doctor, being the god of life, could explain regeneration. Right, whatever. This could finally explain the Doctor's most unique ability, the power of regeneration, which is essentially the conquest of death itself. No, it's not the conquest, because it should only allow for a certain amount of regenerations before they actually die. The only reason why the Master never officially died was because the Master is, like, insane. For many years, viewers believed that the Doctor could regenerate because he was a Time Lord, but the Timeless Child retcon turned that upside down. We know Time Lords can regenerate because of the Doctor, because Tetuen reverse engineered aspects of his genetic code. What's more, unlike the Time Lords, there is no limit to the number of times the Doctor can regenerate. He has a potentially unlimited lifespan, true immortality. It's fascinating to note there's another subtle connection between the Doctor's regenerations and his defeat of Sutekh. There is a strange link between regeneration and the energies that sweep through the time-space vortex. When the Doctor regenerates, he draws the energy from the vortex itself. It is significant that Sutekh was defeated in the realm from which the Doctor draws limitless life. Stop writing it for them. The premiere may have contained a vital clue. Looking back, there may very well be another clue in the Doctor Who season 14 that hints the Doctor is indeed the god of life. In Space Babies! How many times can you say that? The Doctor and Ruby briefly travel back to prehistoric Earth, where Ruby stands on a butterfly and accidentally rewrites evolution, turning it into a Silurian-like lizard. The Doctor puts things right by breathing on the butterfly, bringing it back to life. Many viewers were startled, taken aback at the idea that the Doctor could reverse death, even to such a limited degree. Okay, I think that's just reading way too much into it. I would disagree. I think that was just Russell T Davies doing it for the sake of doing it. And if he is going to go down that Pantheon of God route, then there's no point in watching Doctor Who anymore, because the Doctor cannot be defeated. The Doctor has no danger. That was the issue with the Timeless Child retcon anyway, but this would just make it more absolute if you go down this route. And also, wouldn't that then blow the theory out of the water, because I thought gods couldn't die. There is, however, precedent for the idea. The Matt Smith era saw the Doctor and River Song share regeneration energy on several occasions, which was absolutely lame, with River Song particularly angry when the Doctor wasted regeneration energy to heal her broken wrist in the Angels' Take Manhattan. She was frustrated with the Doctor because she saw regeneration energy as a limited resource and feared the Doctor's design to heal her would cost him a heavy price. The Timeless Child retcon means the Doctor has infinite regeneration energy, meaning he can theoretically turn back death at any time. I didn't like the throwing around of the regeneration energy. I actually think that is used way too much. I think that should only ever be saved for the actual regeneration stories themselves, because it is a unique thing, and it was just a plot device that was introduced so that they could actually increase the length of the show, the longevity of it, and write William Hartnell out because he had to leave because obviously health and all sorts of other factors going on, and bring Patrick Troughton in. And it was used sparingly, and they used that tool to keep the show going. And a lot of people loved that actual plot device. Even people who have never watched the show but talked about Doctor Who recently have actually said they think that's a genius idea. Why hasn't the Doctor ever done anything like this before? Simply because he didn't know how to do so. Like River's song, for millennia he believed there was a limit to his ability to tap into the power of the time-space vortex and regenerate himself, which meant any attempt to share regeneration energy would curtail his own lifespan, assuming it worked at all. Now, though the Doctor knows he is the timeless child and he has no reason to fear sharing regeneration energy, death is no longer constant when the Doctor is around, and that you just nailed on the head, because it removes jeopardy from the show if the Doctor can just do something like that. It's one of the reasons why the show is not so intense anymore, because the writers go, well, I could just do that because they've done it before. That's easy. It's a get out of jail free card. And, come on, bring the creativity. Like, loads of the reasons why they got rid of the sonic screwdriver in the classic series, a sonic screwdriver that was used like sparingly, no matter how much I hated it, was because it just took away from the creativity of writing the show. That's why they ditched it. That's why they got rid of it. And then they bring it back in Rose, and it's zap, 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 zap. All in all, then, there's abundant, albeit circumstantial, evidence suggesting that the Doctor could potentially be the god of life. If this theory is correct, then the Doctor wasn't exaggerating at all when he claimed to be the yin to Sutekh's yang. Rather, he was stating the truth, which he wouldn't have known. And we finally know what the hero of Doctor Who really is. And then if you actually do know who he really is, then there's no point in having the show, is there? Although I was pretty convinced, right up until the Timeless Child retcon, that the Doctor was actually just a Time Lord. No, wait. The Doctor is a Time Lord, because I don't believe that the Timeless Child ever happened, because my head canon. What RTD said? Yeah, that's in my head canon. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.